Hello, what's up? This is Sane, and I'm doing a tutorial on Trials Fusion. Not really a tutorial, more like an experiment. I don't know. I'm using a different headphones. Hopefully, it's okay. So I was trying to make a combination lock, and it didn't really go my way. It's not really a tutorial, but I'll look at everything I did. So obviously, I have an animation and another animation of following OPE to adjust the center circle. These will turn around. Animation's tied with a value. You have buttons that will transmit negative and positive directions, which is 90, and then increase and decrease values up here. So these values don't matter. This is just to make an animation on command with the R2 and L2 buttons, right? But you have to be on the pads. The pads will turn green and turn to white when you leave, and then on and off when you leave and re-enter as well. On active, on hit and on leave. And how I made the combination work is I used variable data sources. This is not going to be a detailed tutorial or anything. I used a involt trigger, right? So every time you go past the value of 4, it will reset back to 0. So meaning that there's like 4 directional inputs on the wheel. So 90, 90, 90. You know what I'm saying? So when you reach the full 360 degree rotation, it will reset back to its original value. That's what this is doing. I have an involt trigger on impulse splitters to power all of the question mark events, generic filters. On false, we'll turn everything. On false, we'll turn everything here to 0, and on true, we'll increase to 1. And for some reason, the code kind of broke where it has to be in order, but I want it to be in a certain order, so I don't really know how to do it that well. And then this was supposed to be greater, but then somehow it works less, maybe because I have the numbers rearranged at a different angle, so I have to like vice versa, vice, you know what I'm saying? Like just alternate the different values, I guess, to make it work, and then this is so this is pretty much when it's greater than 5, because when you reach the final value, it's going to go overboard. And pretty much what it's going to do is you have to make certain amount of shapes that randomize. So you have to make shapes in the individual fields as first person, and then it's going to make a code. It's different. It has 2 or 3 different combinations randomized, and then when you get it all right, it's going to pass an input to open the door and then shut off the triggers and blah 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 blah. So it's supposed to be like a combination code thing. You know what I'm saying? Where you just punch in a bunch of numbers, and the code will work based on the inputs of the circles. I'll show you an example. This is not really a tutorial, this is more like a rough sketch. So I'm going to turn the dials, you see. 1, 1, 1. It doesn't matter which rotation you do, the same thing goes for here. It's always this one. See what I'm saying? But sometimes it's that one. Because if you play around with the rotations. And number 3. And sometimes it's the bottom one. This one is 4. Or this one's 4. This one is 4. Or that one's 4. You know what I'm saying? And then this one, when you hit the right one, obviously the door will unlock. And then you can't hit the values anymore. So it's in order. I wanted to do in separate orders. but I didn't really know how to do it, and it kind of frustrated me. I think I broke the code for the game or something like that. I have no idea. I try to do a similar thing up there. I have an FOV zoom as well. The FOV zoom is easy. Just tie it with a value upon reset. Field of view. I like zooming in with sniper rifles and stuff like that on data sources. Yeah, so this is kind of like my final experimental tutorial. I'm probably just going to call it an experimental tutorial. And I'll see you guys on Trials Rising. I'm going to be making one more map on Xbox Trials Fusion, a Zelda Skyward Sword map, and then I'm done. But that map's not complicated whatsoever. It's just the terrain building is complicated because, yeah, I probably should have saved it for Trials Rising. But hey, I'm going to finish my design. And that's the last map I need, so might as well just do it. Even though it's probably going to take at least a week, but yeah. I'm going to try, that's my last design, and then I'm done. Okay, so, laters.